Wow, she was a wet one last night with a big thunderstorm rolling through, a big lightning shower, thunder, and a little cameo appearance from Pesky Possum. Oh my god. Anyway, so we had a few other critters show up in this video, so I hope you enjoy this adventure. Yeah, if you're a long time viewer of the channel or you've just been enjoying the recent content, I'd love to see your support over at Patreon. The link will be down in the description, so if you can show your support with a pledge, that'd be awesome. Now, if Patreon's not your thing, I've got hoodies and t-shirts available, so send me an email and I'll let you know what sizes and colours I've got. They're awesome quality and they're really comfortable, so I've had great feedback from everyone that's bought one already. Righto, here we are. I've got Ray with me today, or tonight I should say, and we're walking in for 2 nights. I'm going to go look for the big wide one. Hopefully he's still hanging around where I saw him just a couple of days ago, so we're going to have a crack at getting him and having a good weekend. We're pretty mad because we just had an inch and a half of rain at home and a big thunderstorm and bloody water going everywhere, but we've got up here, it's a little bit wet, but yeah, they certainly haven't had the rain that we had at home, so we should be good. Really good conditions. If we can keep the fog away, will be the biggest drama, but hopefully we've got a little bit of breeze to blow that away and we should be able to get amongst them. But anyway, we're about to get sweaty up this hill and get into camp tonight just before midnight, hopefully. It's that bloody foggy. I can only see about 3 or 4 metres clearly in front of me. So we're having to track our way all the way in with Avenza maps, following my mark that I've already put into the map. Without it, we'd be already camped up somewhere because it's thick. Oh, it's a stag. I think I got one out. I know. Bobtail, how cool's that? Only young. 12 months old maybe, not even. We spotted that half-handy stag way up high with a hind, and that big mongrel boy again. A couple of dingoes on a carcass from a week ago. But we haven't been able to find the big wide one, so we're going to go for a bit of a walk on the opposite face to where I saw the wide one last time. Try and pick him up. It's pretty dull this morning, so the deer might still be active a little bit later in the day. That's what we're hoping for. If not, we'll try and pick him bedded up. So, just see how we go. Well, pretty quiet morning really. Didn't spot any more deer glassing. We did bump a couple and I got a glimpse of one little hind. Find this time of year that the deer definitely bedding down fairly early. And I think it's because they got a gut full of good feed because it's so green at the moment. So there's a lot of nutrient in their feed compared to winter. So they're not having to feed for as long to get a gut full. They need to sit down and ruminate. So we're just going to make our way back to camp and have a siesta and make a plan for the arvo. Old Eagle Eyes Ray spotted a bedded deer. What was it? 600?
640.
640 metres away. And we've kept scanning and he spotted another one feeding. While I've been trying to film the one feeding, I found another one bedded right there. So it's probably the same mob of deer I saw here a few days ago. I'm just wondering if something else has snuck in to babysit them for us. Keep looking. Getting up for a little bit of a snack during the middle part of the day. It's quite common, Sambar. Keep looking and sometimes you find more. So I left my fork back at camp, so I've got a stick fork. This is the Cedar Summit 2.4 by 3. So you got the same length as mine, but you obviously don't get the head height. And it's quite substantial. So just bear that in mind when you're ordering one. I've got a bunch of deer feeding fairly early in the afternoon over here, and got a feeling it's because the weather's about to break, so tomorrow might be interesting. They're up pretty high, but that stag, you see, it's hot on the ass of that hind, so she's obviously getting close to being in season. That's all he's interested in. Following her, making sure that no one else cuts his lunch. See how she's looking? Pay attention to where she's looking and try and find what she's looking at. Could be another deer, or it could be, could be nothing but. Yeah. Where's the third one? I can see one eating, one resting.
Oh, I thought there was two.
There must be another one there though, because I saw a bobtail one this morning, and that little one that went up and bedded down, it's got a full tail. Super alert. He hasn't moved much.
Is it him?
Yeah, it's the big fella.
I was about to say, it is a big body.
Yep. Looks alright too, doesn't he? Standing out there in the open. There's another hind way to the right coming over to him.
He's about to come in for a picture.
There's three there.
Yeah. Is that the two does out up there?
Yeah, stag's there with him too. Just in the bush behind that bottom hind.
Oh, yeah. That's all that it was. It's so much darker.
Yeah, you can pick it pretty quickly, can't you?
The big stag swagger.
That was a good glassing session. Old Ray's got a bit of a sore ankle, so we didn't go far for Salo, but we watched all those deer come down, and we're going to hope for them to be there in the morning, and we'll make a play on them. So we'll see how we go in the morning. Weather's starting to come in, so we could have a bit of trouble. Fog and rain and whatnot. Definitely feels like a change is coming, doesn't it? Certainly does. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Well, we only just made it back to camp before the rain settled in. Beef stroganoff tonight. Is that good, is it, mate? I hope that's pretty good. Well, we had a thunderstorm roll in last night, or early this morning. Lightning showed, big claps of thunder, boom, and pretty heavy rain, so I had to redig my channel, and because the water was starting to run in the head end of the tarp here, so pretty strong argument for a tent here at the moment. But anyway, sleeping bags mostly dry, but I stayed warm, I didn't get cold. And yeah, fog's thick as, so there's no point going off that stag this morning. So I think we're just going to have a late brekkie and pack up and walk out in the rain. Water started coming in the head end there last night, so I had to dig a channel across the top there and then divert it down to my other channel over here, and then out the bloody bottom end. But before that happened, yeah, she managed to get underneath the ground mat, but some of it's leaked through too. Made all the mattress wet, but anyway. Righto, the fog's lifted enough just to come down and have a bit of a look around, but I haven't spotted anything yet. This is the first hunt for the year where we've actually hunted pre-weather front. Now this time of year it's not a cold front, but it was a thunderstorm and heavy rain. So all those deer yesterday afternoon knew that was coming, and that's why they were so active. Pretty sure they're in tune to that barometric pressure that changes before a weather event, and it just gets them up and feeding earlier, and these guys were feeding at least 2 hours earlier than usual. So only problem with hunting pre-weather front is surviving the weather front. So we're going to be proper wet today. I've got all the wet weather gear on, but it's not going to make a scrap of difference. Just going to get wet eventually. So that's the tip of the day. Weather fronts before and after, deer are extremely active. Pre-front hunting, you really need to get the job done when you see them, because then this happens. The weather turns and you can't find them. After this weather's gone through, deer will be back out again. Then you can get back on with the job. And it'll be interesting because I'll be back in here in 2 days, and we're expecting snow later in the week, so it could make the hunting very interesting. Just about out, and put up a big velvety, just big brows and main beams. Hadn't started to grow his tops yet, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to do a massive shout out for everyone that's over at Patreon. Can't do what I'm doing without your support, so thank you very much. If you're thinking about joining the team, jump in the description and you'll find the link over to Patreon. Any sort of level of support is really appreciated.